Boards. Boards games, boards games. It's what I'm going to play. It's a words game, cards game. It's to enjoy my day. I am starting off this streaming with a little bit of singing, and now I am looking around. I'll get some headphones so I don't make feedback in the sound. I forgot to plug these headphones in, and now I'm going to plug the headphones in whilst I sing. And now they're actually plugged in and we'll be able to play words games, it's what I'm talking about. Words games, I'm not gonna shout. Sorry about the slight, how do I say this? Unpreparedness, lack of professionalism around here. But today, it is 8 p.m. at the time of recording. It is Tip-Top Tabletop Tuesdays. That is what is going on. And every night we're going to be joined by a couple of people, maybe just one, maybe two, who knows. But for now, let's talk about what we are going to play, which is Balanceable, which is a somewhat tricky game. Don't worry, it's not too bad. I will explain it all. It's all good. And you will be able to easily join in along. So I always like to start off with a wee bit of a introduction. I am Bez. And if you've not seen me before, well then, welcome to the show. Thank you for watching. I'm glad to have you here. If you've not watched before, I am probably best known for Yogi, which in my thoughts I had a copy somewhere within arm's reach, but I don't. I just found a video today that's in Spanish, and 1,000 people have watched it, which boggles my mind. That's 1,000 people wanted to watch a vid. Over 1,000 people wanted to watch a video in Spanish, and like, this is not quite the heady heights of that time that the Korean video came in, and like, there was a wee kid slapping their bum and like singing the song, and it was all quite strange. I didn't fully understand everything that was being said, but it seemed very cute. And when I translated using Google Translate all the comments, it was clear that everyone there was just, hey, we are here for the kids. We want to see the... But yeah. Anyway, that is who I am. So yeah, I am Bez, and yeah, this is my table. Talking about my table, what do we have here? We have an L deck. Now, the L deck, as you might notice, it has 2 letters on each card. We are going to play a game which uses a subset of these. All you need to know is that the letters are roughly apportioned to how frequent they are. So A, E, I, N, O, R, S, T, there's 6 of each of those. G, there's 3. B, there's 4. If you really want to know, the number tells you how often it appears. And C, there's 4 of that. There's 2 of the Y's and only 1 Z, because a Z is just not that frequent. Even though I, as Bez, would like there to be a few more Z's in the world. But hey ho, there we go. Now, oh, hello, Runa. It is lovely to have you join me. Thank you very much. It is so lovely. And so I want to say hello, Duchess. It is lovely to have you. Thank you very much. Hello, Henchman Henk. It is lovely to have you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Hello, Runa. Thank you, Runa, for the raid. I want you to know it's appreciated. Maybe it's dinner time or lunchtime. Either way, it's a meeting of minds. I know you are in the USA. I am slightly... No, wait, you're not in the USA at all. You're just a bit down in Europe. That doesn't work at all. But maybe, you know, Duchess is in the USA. Okay, Duchess is in the USA and is very far away. Runa is a little bit closer because we're still a few hundred miles from each other. There we go. So that is my song. Thank you very much for raiding me. And yeah, oh, what does that think? That is true. That is fair. And what does that say? I can't quite see that. Upper, open. Sorry, I'm struggling to see what that wee writing on the screen says. Sorry, I can't make that out. But thank you very much for all the emotes. Anyway, we are going to be playing a bit of a word game. This is oh, it says shiny. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. We are all shiny here. We are all marvelous, miraculous people. The shambling, shiny shells. And we've got another person. Hello, I'm going to let you join this screen just now. Hello, McCall.
Hi.
And so, yes, we just got raided by Runa, and I've 20, that's 20, and we get one more. Because this game is 21 cards, and there we go. I have not explained the game yet, so if you want a bit of a recap, then you're just in the perfect time.
Right.
So a quick, lots of love, Duchess. Thank you for sticking around for the couple of minutes and giving me all the lovely emotes and love, so lots of love to you too. And, thank you very much. And Runa, who says, I did shiny things today. I wrote the Witcher name on a piece of wood in glitter letters. That sounds amazing. So for those who don't know, Runa does the most beautiful crafts. And I don't always get to see the streams, but I always see it in Instagram. And I like Runa's Instagram a lot, because when people are posting every single day or even like 5 times a week, for me it can become a bit too much. And I see people who are posting multiple times a day, and I'm not going to lie, I just unfollow them at that point. I like to follow people who are posting, you know, it may be a few times a week, and it's every time it's like a source of delight. And every time I see these things that Runa's made, it's always do you know what I mean?
Nice.
Well, yeah. How are you generally today, McCall?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It was pretty busy week with work, but yeah, it's a good day.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Let me put down this sheet of paper so you'll know that I'm not cheating. I don't know how you say that. Oh yeah, because I cheat all the time when I don't have a sheet of paper. Yeah, McCall will attest to this. Actually, you know what? For our introductory question, can I ask everybody, including you, McCall, have you ever cheated in a board game? I'm sure that there's a couple of times that I've cheated sometime in the past, especially when I was younger. And I've done a lot of things that I'm not particularly proud of, but yeah, I don't think I've done it in the past. No, actually, you know what? I am going to admit something really shameful.
Okay.
I have admitted I have cheated once that I can think of in the past 10 years.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically it was online, and there was a question, and it was a trivia question, and it was an online quiz, and I wasn't meant to Google the answer, and I Googled the answer. I'm very ashamed of myself. I'm not very ashamed. I'm slightly ashamed of myself.
I don't think I've ever cheated knowingly or that I can remember. Can't think of any occasions.
That's nice to hear. I don't know. It's kind of not a good thing. It's like kind of when your own ego is so fragile and you're kind of having a rough time and you feel like maybe, I guess there's 2 reasons why you might cheat. One is that you maybe just like, I really want to get this, and yeah, but you don't understand that the game is a safe environment to fail, which is what it's always meant to be, if you know what I mean. It's always meant to be, yeah, it's okay if you lose. And that's a big issue. And then this second reason that you might cheat, which I know an ex who cheated, and then we split up for unrelated reasons, but it would have been an issue anyway. During One Night Ultimate Werewolf, afterwards, my ex told me, hey, during that time, I was just keeping my eyes kind of open so I could see everything. It's like, yeah, that's kind of defeating the point of playing the game.
Yeah.
And I guess like that's the two reasons. Either you put too much stock into the game or you don't put enough stock. And Runa says, I think I can honestly say I have not. My autism will prevent me from doing it properly. I have enough trouble hiding it when I have a werewolf card in Werewolven van Wakkerdam, which I think is the Netherlandish. I think Runa's based in the Netherlands, Werewolves of Miller's Hollow. So basically the longer version of One Night's Ultimate Werewolf, the one that's what, yeah. Yeah,
we have cheated when we were playing Pandemic Legacy, but because that was because like we forgot.
No, it was accidental. That's different.
Yeah.
We made rules mistakes. Rules mistakes, to my mind, are not cheating. To my mind, cheating is when you know that what you're doing is against the rules of the game, and then you do it anyway. Yeah, true story. I once played, this was ages ago, I once played poker with people, and I was really invested in the game, and I was super invested in it. And speaking of Netherlanders, hello, Dutch Yoda. But I was super invested in this game of poker. We weren't playing for real money. We were just playing for chips. And then I noticed after a while, this was late at night, so we might have been a little bit inebriated. I might have been a little bit more inebriated than other people, I'm not going to lie. But, yes, I noticed after a while that people were just stealing all my chips, like with their food, like dragging it over. And in retrospect, it's kind of funny. But at that point, I was like, yeah, why are we even playing? But then I didn't realize that apparently everyone could tell what I was thinking anyway, so they were letting me win and then stealing my chips, which was
okay.
Anyway, that was ridiculous. Are house rules cheating? I will say no. To my mind, you establish the rules of the game. If you want to change the rules of the game, that's fine. If you make a mistake, well, it's not as good, but it's okay. You've made a mistake. Cheating is when you know the rules, you're pretending to play by one set of the rules. Other people think that you're playing by one set of the rules, but you're actually playing by a different set of rules. That, to me, is what cheating is. Would you agree with that, McCall? I mean, I don't want to talk about cheating the whole night, but...
Yeah, it's true. Like, yeah. I agree.
Okay. So, shall I explain this game that we are playing? Why? Oh, I need to copy paste a wee thing. Sorry again for my unpreparedness. And there we go. Yep, that doesn't quite fit on 200 characters. But basically, I will flip over a card. And we are actually going to use this card. It's going to be an E or a P. You will start with an E or a P, but you choose it and put it in the middle of your sheet of paper. You can also use text editing software if you want to write in a text document or whatever, but it's got to be in the middle. And you've got to remember which you started with, so draw a little dot on it. Then every subsequent card, you are going to put it either on the right side or on the left side. You're going to be growing this line, extending it to the right, extending it to the left. And so you'll be making some words backwards and some words forwards, if you know what I mean. But at the end, all the words need to read left to right. You're going to be circling them all. Any circled words, you score for them. You'll be scoring 1 point for each letter that you use. But you score the shorter of the two sides. So you scribble off any gobble-de-gook that isn't actually a word. And you've got the left side, the right side. And in the shorter of the two sides is what you score. Secondly, you score your second longest word. So those are the two ways to score. You score your second longest side and your second longest word. And remember, you also have 3 wild cards to use during the game, which means that at some point, instead of using one of these cards, do a little star, and that can be any letter you want it to be. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, E or P, and anyone at home, if you are playing along, then let me know if it didn't make sense. I will try to explain it again. Let me know if you've got any questions. I know that sometimes it's a bit embarrassing to say, oh, I've got questions, but please don't be shy. But for the first game, I'm just going to put it here, and hopefully it will make sense. Is that visible? Should I make that a wee bit bigger?
Yeah, no, it's pretty clear.
Okay. Second card is I or B. So do you put it on the left? Do you put it on the right? Do you choose the I? Do you choose the B? There are 4 options. And I forgot to say, when you circle the words at the end, words are allowed to share letters, but only the last letter or the first letter, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And no 1-letter words are allowed, only 2-letter words. So I'm choosing that. Next, we've got N or B. So I hope here everyone is feeling like they are never broken. I hope everyone is feeling fairly solid, and yeah. Remember, it's the second longest side. So you've got to balance your 2 sides, you've got to balance your 2 longest words, and balance those 2 scoring systems. O or F? O or F? You all done?
Mm-hmm.
O or F. So was that the one you were dreaming of? If not, this one might be the one you're dreaming of. Because F is pronounced like a V. What? And I'm thinking, okay, this could be nip. I could extend it into snip. I could have this as over or oven, or I don't know. It's just the first game of the night. We'll probably get to play it a second time. T or D? Oh, this is not good. Remember, you are allowed to use your wild cards, but it's quite early to use
one. I've already used one, and I want to use the second one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. I have a good word, so.
Okay, I've got my wild cards there. Boom. R or L. This is real life. What are you looking for? I've got over. If you put your R or L down.
R or L.
Got to really look and think what would fit best on what's going on with your bits of paper. The next one is S or C. S or C. 2, 3, 4. I wonder if I could go overs. I think overs is a word in sports. Like sometimes you get an over and sometimes you have multiple overs.
I don't know.
Let me just double check. I'm fairly sure you can pluralize the word over. Overs. Let me double check. Overs. Yes. Overs. It is correct. Although I need to go fairly far down the list of definitions. But anyway, I am putting an S, taking advantage of that, because that's a 5-letter word. E or W? Which one do you want? E or W? This is O or U. Hopefully this has obvious utility for everyone. Remember, the perfect game is to have 10 letters on each side. So this might be where you start thinking about how many letters you have on each side, and I have a lot fewer on my left. So I'm not doing too well on that situation, but I'm still going to avoid using the wild card. A or W? Oof. That's really not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for a word that I could end in an E, like a D or a P for sniper. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 letters on my side, so how are you doing, McCall?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm pretty balanced, but I've used all my wild card.
Oof, that's a tricky spot. O or C? O or C? Oh.
Yeah, nice.
Wait a minute, nice. And spice. Oh yeah, spice. I could do a C and then the E. Boom. Yes, this makes sense. O or C? Have you got an obvious course of action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. S or D, you sexy darling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yes.
I'm going to go for so's, knowing that I need to make a 3-letter word there. And if you want to make little marks to remind yourself, I'm going to do 2 little dots to remind myself I've got 2 spaces. I or you? I or you? Which one will you put? It's up to you. You and I. Choose what you want, because it is time. Have you chosen?
Mm-hmm.
T or G? This girl is choosing. Oof. Twice. Notice. Oh my god, notice.
I discovered a new word.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh my god, I can do a potential new thing. That's always exciting.
Yeah.
I or L? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm really happy with that. I could put a P or a T or a R or a something else that I can't think of right now. T. There you go. T or M. This means T for me. T for me. Was it T for you? N or Z?
Oh.
I'm using my second wild card. I'm lucky that I've kept my wild cards. There are 3 cards to go, just to let you know. Have you decided?
Mm-hmm.
N or U? Boom. That's an N for the notice. I'm feeling pretty good about this. As long as I can make a 3-letter word that ends in N, I'll be perfectly balanced. Where's my red pen so I can draw little marks so everyone can see? Okay, we've got A or M. A or M, that's a massively astounding manner. 2 very useful letters, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I think, therefore I am. And we've got the final cards here. There's only one left. Are you hoping for anything in particular?
No, I think I'm down here.
R or H? R or H? Okay. And just to explain exactly how my words work, I will make that a wee bit bigger, and you can see that I've got ran, R-A-N, notice, N-O-T-I-C-E,
Nice.
nip, N-I-P, overs, O-V-E-R-S, sows, S-O-W-S, and sit, S-I-T. And if you count, that means that I've got 10 on this side, 10 letters. All of the letters are being used, and 10 letters on this side.
Oh, nice. That is really good.
Thank you. So I've got 10 for that score. Secondly, you look at the length of your two longest words. Notice is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Overs is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I score 5 for that, which makes it 15. So that is me.
And then, but what happens is not your case, but like if you have some letters that you've not used, like
if you've got some letters that you've not used, you need to scribble them out. So
okay.
you scribble them out,
Oh,
and they don't count for
the
length of the line.
Okay, so.
And so, yeah, if anyone's watching in the crowd, then I hope that that makes sense. Please let me know if there's anything that is unclear. If you have played along, then obviously I'm interested to hear how you got on. And if you've not played along, then we'll be playing the second time. You can join in or not. It's entirely up to you.
That's me.
Ooh. US, soak, knife, ebs, snot, tit.
Oh, it's what?
Oh, SWAT. SWAT. I thought it was an N. So you've got 8 on each side. The knife is K-N-I-F-E for 5 letters, but SWAT is your second longest, which is 4. So that is 12 total. That makes a lot of sense. So that's a pretty decent score.
Yeah, could have been worse.
I mean, anything can be worse, but yeah, sometimes thinking about the worst possibility can depress you. I mean, I remember I was once saying to someone, "Hey, how are you feeling?" And I said, "Yeah, it could be worse." And he said, "Oh, that's good to hear." And I said, "Well, no, when I say could be worse, I mean it's really bad." And then I told them like an example of how it could be worse. And he said, "Oh yeah, that is actually not much to compare things to." But yeah, at least we're not living in the worst parts of history. At least we're not. Yeah, I feel like it's not the absolute worst way that things could be. But that's just the game. And how do you feel about that game, Balanceable? Do you enjoy it? Oh, hello, Bodhi. Yes, Bodhi's from the Netherlands as well, although an Australian living in Netherlands. And Bodhi, I play games at every Tuesday at 8 p.m. What isn't the worst can still yet come, says Runa. That is very depressing. But let's hope not anytime soon. I would very much hope not anytime soon. So, yeah, Bodhi, if you've got the sheets of paper and you want to play a word game with us, then I will go over the rules again and you can jump in. If you do not feel like you have the energy to play a word game, then that is totally okay. I will give you a minute to let me know how you're feeling. But I will reshuffle the cards. While I'm doing that, what was the last thing that you ate, McCall? What did you have for dinner?
I had pizza and salad. But the very last thing I ate is little bits of cheddar cheese.
Cheese for dessert. How very English.
Yeah.
This is fair enough. And Runa had lasagna, but is munching on candy. That is fair. And Bodhi, enjoy your drawing. And yep, enjoy hanging out. And I look forward to having a proper chat with you on the stream next week. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 21. 21 cards is the number. The number shall be 21. Definitely not 22. The reason that I chose 21, I'm going to admit, is because 10 is just quite a nice number. I know someone was saying, oh, they liked it slightly better at 23 rather than 21. But for me, and it does mean that you can have slightly longer words potentially, but with 21, it just means 10. 10, that's an easy number to remember. I just find 5s and 10s easier to remember. I don't know if you find that as well. So I think that's a human thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I'm just going to draw my letters underneath to avoid wasting too much paper, but we start off with an I or a B. Which is going to be our linchpin? Which will we start off with? Do we go with the vowel? Do we go with the B? Am I tempted with the B because it's B for Bez? Am I going to... I feel like I should go with the vowel. Even though it feels slightly trickier, it feels like a good thing to go with. Secondly, okay, hopefully this is not really wild for people. I am going to go with this. An R or a W. I apparently need a laminated sheet and whiteboard markers, says Runa. That's possible, but you know, it's quite nice afterwards seeing all the words that I've made over the weeks and months. I quite like seeing, oh yeah, I got that. And E or W? E or W? Okay, hopefully everyone wins, but it might not be the case. I'm putting that there. Have you made your choice, McCall?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was quick. R or L? Really looking, really listening. What are you going to do? Popular, taller? Oh. Yeah. I'm going for a 6-letter word. I'm going ambitious. Let's see if I can break my score
Me
of 15.
too. I think I'm on. I think I'm pretty much on track for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oof. E or P? Everyone's pleased, it looks like. Okay. I've got rip, but that could turn into ripper, like Jack the Ripper, or ripen, or N or H? N or H? No home runs here. Okay, definitely can't go to the left. I'm thinking I'm going to start a new word. There's more time later on to make my second long word. I need to make 2 long words, but I'm going to start with a new short word here.
Hold on. What's the letters again? Sorry, what's the...
N or H?
N or H. Gosh.
And after your N or H, you've got T or C, which is terribly cool, I'm going to claim. Antler? Oh, antler. Antler is a word. Yes, antler. Boom. Antler. T-L-E-R. It's funny. I find it definitely harder to write the words going backwards.
Yeah.
And it changes it so much. I think I made a game where it was just 5 words and all of the are going backwards, but that was a bit much for most people. And so I didn't play it on the stream very many times because it was a bit inaccessible. I or C? Ooh. I or C? I see. Do you see? Because I see. I or C? I'm thinking nip, knit, nibble. Yeah, I could do nibble if I get the exact perfect words. That's how you need. Come on, let's get an N or a U. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted. I could still go for nipple. NIP. I could turn that nip into a nipple. This is... I'm slightly worried about, where do I draw the line of what we get to say on the stream?
I think you should go by the rule of no swearing on the games as
but
well as swearing vocally.
E or M? E or M? Okay, so do I just...
Oh, could have used that E before.
I'm going to, because I've not used any of my wild cards, and I do get 3 wild cards, and we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are halfway through the game. We've got 11 cards to go, so I'm using that wild card there. Are you ready, McCall? R or H? Ratzler, Hatzler, Watzler. Yeah, so I still need an A or a B because I'm thinking with that star, now I've got the possibility of either Antler or Botzler. And so I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty good. I've got 1 6-letter word, but I definitely need my second 6-letter word to get my points potential from this. Can I get that second 6-letter word and balance my 2 sides?
I didn't mind in the end.
R or H? Are you up to track, McCall?
Yeah.
E or Y? Pre. That's perfect. Pre. That could be present. It could be priest. It could be prepare, pretend, preach. Okay, A, that's for everyone. E or Y. Next one, R or M. R or M. Prayer. Oh, this is not good. I'm using my second wild. I'm not sure I'm too happy about this. It's not ideal, but I think it's the right choice.
I just find it amazing that you can go for so long further down the game without using wild cards. If you have a plan in mind, especially, you know.
It's about having some having long words on one side and short 3-letter words on the other side definitely makes it a lot easier. E or K? Okay, I'm pretty much locked into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Darn. I need to get an N or a T, which means I need to get an A or a B. Has there not been any A's or B? Okay, there's been 1 A. 1 B. So we've got a good chance. Come on, come on. A or B, come on. Oh. I'm disappointed. Oh, Cutler. Cutler. Is Cutler... No, is Cutler a word? I know it's a surname, but... Cutler. Yes. A person who makes or sells cutlery, according to Collins English Dictionary. Cutler is indeed a word. I am very excited by that. And so if anyone was wanting to know how to refer to someone who's a professional at making forks and spoons, you called him a lovely cutler. Okay. O or H? O or H? O or H? Can I even think of anything that ends in OC? Walk, rock. I guess rock. Dock. Dock is a word. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we've got 5 cards left. Getting to the end of the game. S or H? S or H? Hoc must be a word. HOC, like ad hoc. Just double checking. Ad hoc. It means this. Yeah, all the examples put it into ad hoc. Citizen Collins, so I am going with that. This is a game, by the way, you are allowed to use the dictionary as long as you don't slow the game down too much. That is the official ruling from me. R or B? R or B? R or B? This is really bad for me. I was hoping for a vowel or an N. To be fair, I had narrowed down my options a little bit. Okay, I am putting a star instead of the N here, hoping that I get a T to at least manage to get this word, even if I don't get my perfect balance with the two sides. I or Q? Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Still, you can't have a one-letter word. You can't have a one-letter word, but you can have a two-letter word, remember.
Yeah. I'm getting loads of those, so no problem.
Okay, penultimately, this is the second last one, I should say. Penultimate. A or L?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I really need a T. Preza. I think I'm messed up. I'm going to check LI, I believe, is the word for like the lead, the thing that goes around your... Oh no, it's a Chinese unit of length. Okay. A li is a Chinese. Okay, so I'm going to put the li there. I really need a T. It all comes down to this for me. Okay. Oh wait, oh no. I don't have a wild card left. Pretend. No. I could have done a D. Did I have a D? Did I miss out? Okay, I'm not going to kick myself too much. Yeah, I can't. Okay, so looking at my sheet, I am not the happiest with that. I've got Lee, I've got Hawk, I've got Cutler, which I'm very proud of. I've got Rip and Nip. And then here, I don't know how this will all finish. I think I've got a... If I had Pres, P-R-E-S, like short for present, I think that might be the best words that I can get. If Pres... It's an abbreviation for president. I don't know if that counts. Cause, prick, prel, grim, nip, ret.
Oh my! It's so important to balance the two sides. Oh my god, it's so difficult.
Rel, no, repair. I'm sure that there's something good that I cannot come up with here with the RE something, E something. Redder has two D's. If I could do French, but that feels like it would be cheating because I know pret would be a word. And
Yeah.
I wonder if pret is actually in the English dictionary because it might be one of those words that we've just. Oh, pret is in American English. It means preterit. What on earth does that mean? Preterit is the past tense expressing past action or state.
Oh.
You know what? I am going to take that. I am going to take that pret. And then I'm going to go 10, and then I'm going to go nah. So I didn't quite manage to get the present, which would have been amazing and given me a score of 16. I did manage to get, if we accept this, I could have also done red for just the 3-letter words, I guess. But anyway, pret, it has given me a 4-letter word as my second longest, and that gives me a total score of 14. That was, challenging. I don't feel too happy with my performance, especially with all the times that I let myself look up words.
I scored only 1 point more than last time, but
well, at least it's 1 more point than last time.
There's a lot of scribbles, sorry, it's not very clear. So it's jar, my, MC, carb, breezer, rack, ho, and high.
Nice. So why did you cross off the J?
Because I wanted to do army, but I think that way I can also include the J.
Yeah, because I guess if you do army, then you get 1 fewer points for the lines.
Yeah, exactly. Because I still had the 4-point letter anyway. So word.
What's your 4 points? You've got carb. Yeah, carb. Yeah. So yeah, well done. I mean, 13's still an improvement.
Yeah.
And so there's only 1 point in it. I'm not sure what's a good score in this game, but it feels like 12 is the point where, like, I don't know, it feels like if you score 12, you've done okay, and if I'm aiming for 15, I'm happy with it. 16, I'm not sure I've actually managed, like, I might have managed to get 16 once, and I think I saw someone get 17 like 1 time possibly, but I need to double check that. This is why I need to double check all the things, because at some point I'm going to go through them and be like, okay, out of all the games we've played, this is what the really good score is. This is what the average score is. And then in case people want to compare their score to what is good, what is great, what is okay. But yeah. Oh, stream elements reminds me. Stretch, turn around. And yeah, so that is the end of the 2 games. And let me bring up the little wrap-up banner. So we played the game twice. We got a score of 15, 14, 13, and 12. We scored literally all those numbers. And so yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like my second one, with word games, there's always the thing of, okay, do you allow this? Do you not allow this? Because there's so many things on Collins English Dictionary that, like, you don't want to allow chemical symbols. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to allow, like, NRA for even though that might be in the dictionary for the National Rifle Association or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want to allow those sorts of things, but I don't know, maybe you should be allowed to, in a way. Like, what's the harm with it? Especially when you've got this amount of constraints. Maybe it's fine, I don't know. What do you think?
I think maybe if this game was played face-to-face and you didn't have the chance of checking if a word is legit, then you're more restricted and you should be allowed to use more words.
Like, you think you should be allowed to use NRA or...
Yeah, I think so.
WWF? Okay. I mean, I like the rule that someone played with Scrabble where they said you can use any word as long as you know what it means. Which to me makes it more about having at least that base understanding. But I'm proud of that. Would you be... This is one of the main games, and for those who are wondering, hey, who is this person and where can we find more stuff by Bez? Well, check me out on stuffbybez.com, stuffbybez.bigcards.com, twitter.com/stuffbybez, instagram.com/stuffbybez, twitch.tv/stuffbybez, where I'm streaming every day at 10 a.m. UK time for the next, 10 weeks, something like that. YouTube has the old episodes, stuffbybez.com/discord, and also I stream at 8 p.m. on UK time on Tuesdays, which is currently 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but British time changes on this Sunday. So watch out for that. Do we get an extra hour or do we drop an hour? I can't remember.
We're dropping an hour.
Okay, so we're getting less sleep.
Yeah, but days are going to be longer. There's going to be more sun in the evening.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But then it'll be less sunny in the morning.
I don't particularly care about sunny. I actually prefer it because I can sleep better.
I like getting up around... I've actually been getting up around 7:30. I set my alarm for 8:30, and then I consistently be getting up at 7:30, even though I go to bed quite late. Like, I look at my clock and it's still 1 or 2 sometimes, and the other night I woke up and it was 3, and that wasn't good, and I was like, no. But no, I am normally getting up, I'm not going to lie, and then I have to pee.
Oh, yes, I get up in the night every night to pee, so that's not great, but it breaks my sleep a lot.
But yeah, maybe I should start to think that after, I don't know, maybe after 9 o'clock, not tonight because I've got a wee bit of wine by my side, but maybe after 9 o'clock I'm not going to drink. Tonight I'll say, okay, after 9:30 I'm not going to drink. No water or anything. I mean, like drinking anything. Normally I don't drink wine.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that's unhealthy. I know you have to hydrate yourself, and it's important.
But I guess like if you drink consistently in the day, it should be fine.
Speaking of which,
you're muted, Baz. You're muted.
Oh yeah, thank you. I muted myself because I was picking up that thing. That's the game. I'm enjoying it. Would you be keen to play it again next month in 5 weeks' time?
Sure.
Cool. And next week, for anyone who's watching this and thinking, actually, let me bring up the banner to say thank you, everyone. You are all lovely. Special thanks to you, McCall, for joining in. It is lovely having you as a friend, and I look forward to being able to see you in real life again.
Yes.
And when I come down, I look forward to going on walks and hopefully having you over at some point and sitting together in the house one day and playing games in real life. Some of those games that we can't actually play in this medium because it's a bit limiting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's definitely better than nothing. And thank you, everyone else. Thank you, Bodhi, for jumping in. Thank you, Runa, for giving me the raid. It was really appreciated. And Duchess and Henk and Dutch Yoda for popping in and lurking. It was really lovely to have you all. So thank you, everyone. And that brings me to the final bit where I say, over to you. What are you up to? You can share, but only if you want to. So after this, I know that I'm going to raid, as always, Losapalooza. I know lots of people are excited to see what Dave Loza is all up to, and I don't know what Dave's actually playing tonight, but other than watching that, what else are you up to tonight? Is there anything that you want to share, whether it's for tonight or tomorrow, or something that you're currently reading, or something that you're currently enjoying? What are you up to? Let us know. McCall, what's been a highlight for you in the past week?
I don't know. I don't think I've had any particular highlights. Not I can remember. But yeah, I don't know. I feel fine about it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, honestly, like, it's good to just be, coping and carrying on with life, especially in these days.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just get rid of that screen now that we're finished with that. But I saw a Spanish instructional video for Yogi. That was quite cool. And I was saying at the start that, there were just over 1,000 people who'd watched it, and it wasn't like the heady heights of the Korean thing, where the Korean thing was just crazy, but that was really lovely. Also, don't tell Mina this, but I am, hold on, let me actually get the book. I'm thinking of giving this to Mina. It's a really, really lovely book. It's kind of a comic, and it's filled with beautiful drawings. It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And it's just lovely sentiments where they travel together, and it's all watercolor and ink. So it's kind of done in this sort of quick style. It's really beautiful. And I read through it, and then the other night I looked at a couple more pages, and it just cheered me up. It's some really nice messages.
Nice.
And so, I thought that, it's not something that I could see myself definitely wanting to come back to, but it's definitely something that I could pass on. I really enjoyed that one. So I would, by Charlie Mackesy, in case you're wondering. There you go, that's the book. Okay. I recommend it. It's quite very lavishly produced, as you can tell. This is the hardback cover. It's all gold embossed, and then you look inside, and the paper's really thick, and there's like a nice texture to it. And isn't it odd? We can only see our outside, but nearly everything happens on the inside. And every page has this kind of, some people might consider it overly sentimental, but sometimes you need that kind of saccharine thing in your life.
Yeah, you say don't tell Mina because you're gonna give it to her.
Yeah, as a slight surprise.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so apparently Dave Loza is solo and is going to continue playing Baldur's Gate. So there we go. Oh yeah, I've been playing this other video game called Life is Strange. Have you played this?
No.
I've heard some trigger warnings for later episodes. I'm still only halfway through episode 1, so no one give me any spoilers, but some people have told me that there's warnings of some adult content, and it can get pretty grim in later episodes, but it's really nice story, really arresting, and the gimmick is that you are this character called Max, and Max can literally rewind time. Max has this superpower that just came out of nowhere. Max wakes up from this dream, and then Max goes through this trauma, like this massively intense trauma right off the bat. It's like happening to someone else, and then and then Max is able to rewind time and change things, and it's really cool. So Life is Strange. That is one. So if you are interested in future streams by me, then Tomorrow at 10 a.m. UK time, talking about game books with Peter Blenkhorn, Scott Moore, Harley Trustlove, Paul Stapleton. Thursday, meeting Oliver Kinna. Friday, Chaos. Saturday, mentoring Dutch Yoda. Sunday, I'm talking about It's a Game. Anyway, every day at 10 a.m. UK time, every Tuesday, share, spread the word if that was nice for you. And I am going to do the little thing to put in the raid call. So if you are willing to paste some or all of that, that would be super lovely. Let me check if Usapalooza is live. And because it's on Steam, Life is Strange, sometimes it goes on sale quite regularly.
Yeah,
so if you wait for a couple of...
because I would rather play on the PS4 or the Xbox, which I have, and I think it says that the first episode of Life is Strange 2 has been made free forever on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox.
You want to probably play the Life is Strange Season 1, Episode 1.
Yeah, actually, this is the 2, so yeah, I'll look it up.
Okay, so we are going to be raiding, and that is basically the end of the show. Thank you again, everyone. You have been truly wonderful. And why did that not enter? That is my raid call. Please copy paste some of that. And for now, bye, 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 bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. And bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to... all together now. Go. Oh, bye-bye.
Bye, have a nice evening.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye.